Jen, real quick, and this could be my medicine talking, but I just wanted to let you know that I was addicted to the hokey pokey, but I turned myself around.
All right, everybody, welcome back to this high on episode of So Much JENergy. It's the day after 420, which means
It is, Jen. Some people are still out from yesterday.
Oh man. Good times. We're just gonna pop right into it. I'm Jenny McKinney. This is Jefe Jones.
Jen, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Jeffy is high after his HIMnia surgery. Not
Jen,
his hernia, his HIMnia.
I did have my HIMnia surgery, Jen, and it is the day after 420.
Yes.
You know.
Are you messed up?
Beep, 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 beep.
Hey, speaking of messed up, got some stupid stuff from the week. I found this picture. It said the original Chuck E. Cheese definitely looks like he'd tell a child to go him themselves while ashing his cigar on their pizza. That's what the original Chuck E. Cheese looks
Times were different, Jen. Times were different. People were raising their kids differently then.
Jeffy, did you hear this story? A kindergartner brought Jose Cuervo margaritas to snack time at a Livonia school.
I did read that, Jen.
And handed out drinks to her classmates. Now the parents of two other kindergartners are outraged.
Only because the kids got drunk on lunch. Same thing their parents are probably doing. Corporate jobs.
That's what you get. That's what you get. I found this sticker online, and it has a heart with and it says it's supposed to mean like I love my dog, but there's a bone in between the I and my dog, so it looks like it says I boned my dog. So somebody said someone designed this, then someone approved it for production, then someone printed it, and then someone bought it and put it on their car. I boned my dog.
That went through a lot of quality control, a lot of quality assurances, a lot of QAs and QCs in there for that to get through.
I know.
Yeah.
I saw
all
this.
Just so some people can bone their dog.
I think this episode is just going to be me trying to crack you up, Jeffy. Okay. So this, I saw this text that was shared in a group, and so the text is from Megan in 2A. Okay.
Okay.
She sends this girl message, says, yeah. She said, hey, did I just see you outside walking a pig? Yes, she's our pet, with the smiley face. Megan says, you can't seriously think it's a good idea to have a smelly, disgusting pig in our building, can you? This person responded, given some of the men we've seen you bring home at 2 a.m, I'm not sure I get your point.
Oh, in your face,
Megan. In 2A. Getting the slap down. Oh, so speaking of slap down there, Jeffy, yesterday there was a guy that was kind of being sassy at work, and everyone's like, oh, do you want me to talk to him? Do you want me to take? No, I don't want anyone else to take care of this. I have it all under control. So I put in 8 booby rocks, 2 good juju necklaces. I smudged, and then I slapped the meditation drum. And then I was ready to call.
Oh, you had to call. I thought you had to meet him in person. I had to call
no, I just had to call.
Gym sock.
He didn't answer. It was my energy was too damn high. Too damn high.
He's not having it.
You ain't having it. Yeah. I did send you this picture, Jeffy. It was a hot guy in a hot suit. He's got
Jen.
Bright orange suit on. It says,
I like that suit.
At a family event after all my conspiracy theories turned out to be true. I mean, this guy is pimp and he is walking tall.
Cloud nine.
Oh, man.
Speaking of conspiracy theories, Jen, what do you make of these chemtrails? It's good to see the chemtrails back in the air again.
Are they?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So how do we know they're back? I didn't know they left.
They don't show up that much in the winter, but as soon as spring, summer, fall rolls around, you start seeing all the chemtrails
Oh,
again.
really?
Get some of these people under control.
Yeah. Get it. Now people are gonna be like, "What's a chemtrail?" Look it up. Send you down that rabbit hole.
Look up.
Yeah, look up. It's in your eyes.
Besides that, Jen, you know what happened to people named Corey?
Oh, I don't
It
know.
seemed like when we were growing up, we knew a lot of people named Corey. I knew a lot of boys and girls, both named Corey.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And for some, I don't know, I heard that name the other day, and for some reason, like I haven't met a new Corey since like high school, and I haven't. My kids don't go to school with anybody named Corey. What happened to Corey's? Where are they at? Where my Corey's at?
Where's your Corey's at? I don't know, but we saw a news thing the other day that was talking about Carol in second grade. Carol. Who's naming their kid Carol?
That was the kid's name in second grade?
That was the kid's name. Yeah, they were like, we talked to second grader Carol. Carol.
You know, Carol wears a shawl. You know she does.
She goes home and knits.
You know she does.
Yeah.
You know she does.
So I did see an advertisement here. Well, actually, it was on the news, and it said that there's a defensive driving program in the Tri-Cities area here for teenagers.
Yeah.
I think that should be sponsored by NASCAR. when you take that, it's Bristol, baby.
Yeah, but these kids need to learn how to turn right also, Jen.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that. Like, doesn't just your left turn arm just hurt the whole time?
Nah, you just get a suicide knob. You just hold the knob.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Speaking of carols, Jen, I had a carol online the other day. I was at Joann's picking stuff up, and I had the hiccups, and I hiccuped one time, and she turns around and she goes, "Someone's talking about you." I go, "Who?" I go, "Right now?" And she's like, "Mm-hmm." And she turned back around, and that's all she said. And I'm sitting there like, what this lady who's talking about me? And I'm looking around like, who is talking about me?
Yeah.
I hiccup again, and she's like, "They're still talking about you. When you hiccup, that means someone's talking about you." And then she turned back around. Never said anything to me.
She's the one talking about you.
I didn't even think of that, but she was. She was probably Carol. I'm just assuming she looked like a Carol.
Yeah.
When you said Carol, second grade, I pictured, that's that, like that lady at Joann's about the hiccups.
Oh man. That's crazy. So Jeffy, I shared these experiences with you. I just wanted to tell everybody what happened last week. So speaking of Bristol, baby, right? Like we went to the dirt race last weekend.
Dirt race?
Dirt. Yeah, they put dirt on the track and then they dirt race. So we went there Friday night and Saturday night. It was a great time.
Yep, double tailgater.
Yep, lots of camo. I don't know. Sure. I don't know who those people thought they were hiding from. I could see them all.
Barely. You barely could see them. They look like predators, just the background.
I could see them all. I was like, I could see you and your mullet. A lot of gingies, a lot of gingers out.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of us. We're out there.
Yep, a lot of gingies. And so on the way home, we took a back way. And the map was telling us, okay, turn here, turn here. Well, I thought I knew where I was at. And I got real sassy and I turned right when the map was telling me turn left, and I did not turn left. So now they were like rerouting, recalculating, like turn left, idiot. So I just turn around and then I just gun it and I start going, right?
Right.
I really don't know where I'm at. You know how you think you know, and then you're like, oh, I needed that Jesus sign from 75. Like, are you on the right road? Because I was not.
No, you were getting deeper in.
Yeah. And so next thing I know, I'm blasting down the road, just listening to the map, right? Because she's like, okay, in a mile, you're gonna have to turn left, get in the left lane. So I get in the left lane and I see two cars sitting there, and I'm like, I look down. Oh, he flips his lights on. I'm getting pulled over. So
on the back roads?
No, I was on a main road, but
by this point?
Yeah. So gotcha. he comes up, he's like, I'm Detective so-and-so. And I was like, hell.
What's he investigating?
Yeah. And he's like, I clocked you at 63 and a 45. Oh, yes. Yes, sir.
Are you sure it was me?
Yeah. Really? I should I thought it was faster than that. No. So then I was like, I have a handgun carry permit. I don't have a gun because I have to let them know that, like I don't want
Right.
them to run my stuff and be like, does she have a handgun? No.
Come back, tase the shit out of you.
Yeah, I
No,
got a
wait.
dart. I got a BB gun and a Nerf gun. That's all I got. Pew pew. And so he comes back and he said, well, I mean, you got a perfect driving record, so we're gonna keep it that way.
Oh, nice. Look at you.
Whoa. Yeah,
Ass
so I was
kisser.
like, should we just stop at this gas station and play the lottery like right this minute?
And get a Slim Jim and a slushie?
And a
100%. Yes,
Hey,
we should.
Hey, what's your favorite slushie?
Honestly, Jen, I mix Coke and cherry.
Do
I'm old
you?
school. Like, even if when the kids
Oh.
and I go to 7-Eleven and I got like free reign over like 25 different kinds,
Yeah.
I get a Coke and cherry. And
Do
mix
you?
'em.
Oh,
Yep.
dang. I just love a solid cherry, but I did notice the older I get brain freeze real quick.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of cold things. So, like, if it's in a slushy form in a straw, I can do that.
Yeah.
It takes me time. I usually don't drink it fast enough to get a brain freeze.
Oh, man.
But
It's just
not-
so good. Sometimes it's just so good. Hits the spot, right? So
Right.
after I have this, like, all this good juju come back to me in that karma moment. So no ticket. I didn't go to jail. We come home and Linus is fighting with something in the backyard. Like we had seen a rabbit in the yard earlier. And then all of a sudden he is rustling around with something in the yard. And I'm like, oh no. So we end up going out there. Josh shines a flashlight and it is a fat possum. I mean, she
Ah.
is fat.
Did you go back inside, get the handgun?
No.
I'd have
No,
gone
I
and got the
would've
hand,
nerfed
come out,
her. I
and pistol
should've-
whipped it.
Rubber.
Pistol whip it.
Dumb. No, you wouldn't. Oh my god. So she was up on her back legs, like she probably punched Linus like 3 times in his
Yeah.
face and he had no idea. And so next thing we know, she runs off. And I have a friend that's kind of like
The-
a possum whisperer. And so I
Who
messaged her.
the hell is a possum whisperer?
She's like a possum lover. She saves them and talks about them all the time. It's so weird. So I messaged her at almost midnight and I'm like, hey, are you up? I have a possum question, And,
Are they marsupials or are they
yeah.
nocturnal?
like, yeah, I'm up. She just responds, right? And I said, this mom was out here. Well, what happens is when she ran off, I could hear little noises in the leaves.
Right.
So I go out there and I was like, oh no, her babies, they were probably on her back and she probably, when she stood up, they fell off. That or she
think-
dropped them off. I think
they have a pouch. I think they have pouches.
Well, based on their age, I think they were on the back by then.
Oh, I gotcha. They're
Yeah.
too big. So did you just toss them out into the woods with the direction she went?
No, the mom isn't coming back. The possum whisperer told me she's probably not coming back for them.
She could tell that through the phone. Did you give the phone to the possum?
She ran off like she didn't give a damn.
She sounds more like a possum clairvoyant.
Yeah, she sounded more like a skippity doo dah, not
Like a
possum.
marsupial medium.
Yeah.
Than a possum whisperer.
Call her that in a minute. So the babies are there and they look like mice. Okay, I don't know if you know this about me, but I do not do mice. I can do
No.
spiders, snakes. I can do
Nah.
other things. I do not like mice. I don't know what it is. I don't like them. And
So
the possums look like deformed head of mice.
yeah.
Like
Do you
they
remember
were-
the mice I used to feed to my scorpion?
Yeah.
Like little.
Ugh,
So are you
gross.
guys raising these things now or what?
No. So
Take 'em
on
under your
Easter,
wing?
like that's what I was doing. So we put them in a box, kept them
Put 'em
warm
in-
all night, keep them
Oh.
alive. And
Did you put them in a basket and hand them out to neighbors? Leave them on their
I
doorsteps?
should have put them in a little plastic egg and give it to Mr. Bill. No, there's a rehab center like 50 miles away, which is weird. I didn't even know they had a drinking problem yet.
Yeah, let's
like,
say that
their-
you don't even know if they were drunk.
Well,
If
their
anyone, the
eyes were
mom
closed.
is going to need rehab.
their eyes
She
were
ran
closed.
off.
So I took him to the rehab, and it was so weird because of COVID. They have like an intake situation where you like go in and fill out a form, and then I got to put them in another box and then lock the box.
Right.
Oh, because I guess like I don't know, you don't want the eagle in the next box to get these ones, you know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we've gotten to know the people at there's a rehab center, town, 2 towns just south of us.
Uh-huh.
There's a rehab center, and we've taken a hawk there. We've taken 2 hawks there and a chicken there.
Oh,
We've had hawks get into our chicken coop and then get the chickens or somebody or the hawk gets all messed up getting
oh,
into it.
yeah.
And twice we've 2 different hawks we've had in our chicken coop that are jacked up that we've had to put in a
Oh
box and they're
shoot. So you
hawks.
just
So
get your club card punched when you go there?
yeah, and then we tried to take a chicken there. We had a chicken that jumped off a stump and jacked its leg up. And when a
Oh.
chicken, it's a rooster, when their legs get jacked up, it's like a horse that you can't really do anything.
No.
And we thought it looked like it wasn't jacked up like that. It just was out of the socket.
Okay.
So the wife put it in the carrier and took it there. And they basically said, look, it's like $85 to put this chicken down, or you can just take it home and do it yourself.
Oh no.
And we are like, well, he's not going to get better. Like, because it just looked like his hip was out, like it just needed to be put back in.
Yeah.
And he was our lead rooster at the time.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, it's not going to get better. In fact, the other chickens are going to kill it, which is what they'll do. The other chickens will kill it to put it out of its misery.
Oh no. Like they're like, hey, we know you're jacked up, so we're gonna just,
even if it's the rooster, the hens will all turn on it, and it's to put it out of its misery. It's supposed to be
kind of nice they know that.
Yeah, but it seems like they just beat the hell out of it.
Well, it's so terrible. Like, like it's terrible. He should have had like a Jack Kevorkian experience. You know what I mean? He could have like told you about it.
Yeah, but it was like $85 or something. Yeah. Or you can just take a hatchet, do it yourself.
No, God.
No, we did that.
Yeah. Terrible.
It is.
That's terrible.
Well, when you have chickens, you do have to do that occasionally.
I know, that's
not
the
proud
worst
of that.
part.
It is the worst. And the worst part is that we give them names. They have personalities.
Yeah.
It's not just like working on a chicken farm. Like, yeah, I cut the heads off chickens all day. Well, when you have to do it like once every 3 years, and that chicken had a name and a personality, and
right, that was your pet.
Even when it's like out in the yard right now, I talk to the chickens. They all have names, like you know what I mean. Whether or not they know them, I don't know.
Right. Well, hey, talk about being put to sleep. Forever. I've been taking some like chewable melatonin, like little gummies that are like melatonin that help you sleep.
CBD?
Nope. It's just
THC.
Like nope. It's
OPP?
just a gummy. No. that has melatonin in it, but it's too much. The melatonin is too damn much. Like,
just eat half. You should always just start eating half first and see what happens, and then you move up in halves.
Well, I should have known because like Josh has been taking a full one, and I take a full one. Like, I am so tired in the morning, and I'm like, oh God, well, it is a full moon this week. I kept chalking it up to the full moon, and I'm like,
100% full moon.
How much longer for this full moon? And then I was like, oh my God. So last night I did not take one, and it was fine. I wake up fine. Too much. And then I had to go dance on the treadmill this morning.
Yeah, you guess you didn't have to, but you could have.
No, I did. Yeah. Good stuff.
Speaking of being put to sleep, I got put to sleep for my HIMnia surgery.
HIMnia, yeah.
My HIMnia.
Yeah.
And this was kind of weird. Like, I was sitting there, and the anesthesiologist come in, and I remember him talking to me real quick, and he's like, okay. And he touched each of my sides, like with his finger, like my ribs almost, like bam, bam. And he's like, hey, he's like, we're going to put it here and here. I'm like, all right. He's like, you're going to feel a slight pick. And as soon as I felt that slight pick, that was out. Like, that's it.
Oh.
But I guess, according to the wife, I was awake for like they brought her back in. Her and I hung out for like 15 minutes. Then they rolled me out.
God, but you don't remember any of it?
None of that.
Oh.
And next thing I know is I remember I was on the table, and there was one doctor and one nurse, and this was the only table in this room.
Okay.
And the whole room was like silver. This was from me. And I wasn't so much, I was standing next to myself.
Yeah.
With the one doctor and one nurse, and he just kept asking for things and handing things, and I couldn't see what they were doing. And I seen myself standing like right next to the table. and I was looking down at myself. And the next thing I know, I woke up in the room with Andrew. No, right, real quick before that, when I was looking down at myself, I look up and I seen myself give myself a nod, like, I got this, kind of like a nod, like, all right.
Yeah.
And then I turned and walked away from me
Yourself?
laying down.
Yeah.
I was laying down then. I
Right.
turned and walked away. And then I woke up next to Andrea, like in the room. And it was weird because I wasn't floating. There was no floating. I don't even know what I was expecting,
Yeah.
but it was all on the ground. And so I felt like, I don't know. I asked Andrea when I came to, did you see that doppelganger? And she's like, what are you talking about? And I go, the doppelganger. I go, I feel like there's a doppelganger in me. And she's like, no, like a double. And I said, yeah, but on the way home, I looked up doppelganger. Do you know what a doppelganger is, Jen?
Isn't it just somebody that looks like you, that looks just like you somewhere else in the world?
Yeah, the definition of a doppelganger is an apparition or a double of a living person. Okay.
Okay.
So I was looking up and I started looking up like, oh, does everybody have a doppelganger? And it's, believe it or not, they say scientists say statistically, every person has 6 doppelgangers in the world. And a doppelganger, that means there's 7 people with your face, including you out there. And in a doppelganger has the exact same, you're the exact same person.
Yeah.
Like your interests are the same,
like
your fashion.
You can't even make it up because how you don't even have the same genes, you don't have the same makeup, but go ahead. Right.
And it just blew me away. And it's so I was looking up, like, again, our doppelganger's real, that like these all come up when I was Googling things.
Yeah.
How likely is it that you actually have a doppelganger? And it says, according to one study, the likelihood of 2 people sharing the exact same facial features is less than 1 in 1 trillion.
Yeah.
So to put it another way, it says there's only 1 in 135 chance that there's a single pair of doppelgangers exist on the planet.
Whoa.
So I don't know what to make of that.
I feel like that was an out of body experience. So I don't feel like it was a doppelganger. I feel like it was you outside of your own body. And like
right.
you had an awareness during the surgery, but when you walked off, it was already like time collapses when you're out of your body.
But it is weird because I think probably about 5 or 6 times I've had in my life where there's people that are like, oh my gosh, I met your doppelganger. They met somebody who looked and act and talked just like me.
That's so crazy.
And I believe that they're out there.
Yeah.
I've seen people that I've done double takes on, like, holy crap, that guy looks just like me. Like,
yeah.
I didn't go talk to
I also think too, like sometimes I feel like if it's somebody we're looking for, we might think it really is them. But at the same time, if you go look up doppelganger pictures, there's people in the world that have found each other. They found their doppelganger and the photographer took pictures of them. And it's crazy because they look closer than like if you probably took pictures of their real family or if they were
like
a twin.
With brothers or anything.
Like they look and they're not even related.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was crazy.
Super crazy. Yeah. So crazy cool. Well, we wanted to talk about our spring challenge.
Yep.
So spring challenge, make sure
that spring challenge.
Hash browns.
Jen, do you like tater tots or hash browns? Do you think
both.
there a difference?
I feel like tater tots are packaged hash browns, like in a shape.
They are. So are hash browns. I think because the other day I told the kids, I go, I prefer hash browns. And they were like, what's the difference between hash browns and tater tots? I go, there's a difference. They're like, no, there isn't. I feel that hash browns get crunchier.
Well, I think because there's less material, like the grease can
tater tots. I feel like tater tots, a lot of times I get them, they're undercooked.
Yeah, because
the kids are always like, no, these are good. These are how they're supposed to be. I feel like they're undercooked. You can't really undercook a hash brown.
Yeah. I've been doing sweet potato hash browns, and that is a lot of hash browns.
Nice.
Yeah, I love that. Yep. Good times. So yeah, if you take a picture of you doing something legal, fun. Because I was thinking about that when I sent an email like, hey, tag us in your favorite spring activity. And then I'm like, oh, we might need some stipulations on that.
Right.
Legal, fun, appropriate, like hashtag spring, so much JENergy. If we're going to pick a winner, you're going to get a prize pack.
Yeah.
Prize pack. Also, oh, well, I mean, we had game night when this comes out, but we're having game night.
It was phenomenal. I had a blast, and it was crazy.
I'm putting it out there, even though you're
crazy.
messed up.
Everybody kept it respectable this game night, but man, it was a good time.
It's always a good time. Good times. Well, Jeffy, you got pep in your step for this week?
No. I'm joking, Jen. You know I do.
Yeah.
Jen, I would say putting pep in my step, going into my hernia surgery, knowing I was going to be off work for a bit. My goal was to get caught up on laundry.
Yeah.
Like that's all I wanted. If I come out of these days off, being hopped up on pills, if I come out of that haze and laundry is done, that would be great. And I'm proud to say I'm going to finish it tonight.
Oh, sweet.
I've worked on 3 straight days on laundry.
Dang.
And, it's going to be done tonight. So that has been putting pep in my step. I had that plan going into it. And prior to my surgery, the wife and I cleaned the whole house.
Yeah.
Everything, top to bottom.
Nice. Didn't that feel so good?
Yeah, because she knows and I know that I'm the kind of guy that if I won't be able to sit around here and heal and relax knowing that like the house is dirty.
Yeah.
Like even if I wake up pukey sick and I call into work sick.
Yeah.
And I sit and I stay home that day, something's going to get cleaned because just going from like our room to the bathroom to the kitchen, I'm going to clean something. And so we cleaned the whole house going into this. And so the only thing really left to work on was laundry. So I've just been kind of working on laundry throughout the thing. Also, another thing putting pep in my step, and this is hilarious. My kid picked up, it's a disco ball that goes inside your toilet. And it's sound activated. And it just, when you go in the bathroom, it goes off and the whole inside of the toilet looks like a disco ball. And Jen, we just walk around this house going disco toilet, disco toilet, disco toilet. What? Disco toilet.
That's funny.
And Griff picked it up somewhere and it was like $8.
Yeah.
And it has brought nothing but joy to this house for the past week and a half.
It's a party in the bathroom.
Jen, it's hilarious.
Meeting in the ladies' room.
Because if the kids leave the bowl open and somebody like shuts a bedroom door, you can see it reflecting the disco lights into the hallway.
Funny. Yeah.
But Griff said that they had an attachment that they had one for the toilet, one that goes on your faucet for your sink, and one that goes on your shower head.
Oh my God. Party packed.
Yeah. He's like, I didn't know which one to get. He's like, now I should have got all of them. And so he's thinking about going back and getting the other ones because the disco toilet has been such a hit for the past week.
Yeah.
Jen, it's awesome.
Oh,
it's
man.
hilarious.
That's awesome.
As fast as these lights flash inside this toilet.
Yeah.
And you get to use the toilet. It's hilarious.
Do you remember the one girl that we interviewed? Jenny, she went by JENergy. She worked at the bar. Remember?
Yeah. Yep.
So Jen has a group called the Flow Lounge. Like that's her Facebook group name. And she always puts like empowering stuff in there for women. She has a disco ball helmet. It's like a whole disco ball, but it's just like an old school helmet. And she's just been wearing it around.
Nice. Good for her.
Oh, I just got chills. I need that in my life. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Good times.
How about yourself? What's been putting pep in your step?
So we're planning some family activities coming up. We're gonna be having a game night, family game night. We'll talk more about it because some stuff is we'll share the details after. Yep. But for game night, I ordered a prize that is a championship belt fanny pack.
A championship belt for what?
For family game night.
Oh, for family game night? That's a fanny pack?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It has like, it looks like it's like a big gold. I don't know if Dad's going to let it go, but it's got a big old eagle on the front and it said world champion, but it's a fanny pack.
Hilarious. You know he'll wear that too.
Oh, this is sweet. Got an eagle on it. Like,
Cindy, can you put the dark side of the moon patch on here?
yeah. We should get him some like pins, like old school pins to put on the side of it. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's been super funny. So we'll check back in about the games too, because we have some fun new games that we're gonna be playing. So I'm excited about that.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice, Jen.
Good time. So yeah, hashtag spring so much JENergy.
Hashtag spring so much JENergy. Go to so muchjenergy.com/memberships. Become a member. Zoom
Become
game
a
night.
member.
Jeffing
You
around.
Remember me. All right. See you. Hi on.
What the hey?